Hello, 22nd of June 2017. Me again for the next instalment of Ramblings. So I said on the last snippet that I would mention any stories about guests. So we had a lovely family arrive yesterday, all the way from Finland, who are with us for 6 nights. They are over here visiting their daughter, who's been here for 10 months as an exchange student studying in Newton Abbot. And they haven't seen her since then. So I believe when they hooked up, mum, dad and brother last night, there was a few tears, as you would expect. So anyway, they live in, how cool is this? How cool is this? They live in the same village as Father Christmas. I kid you not. No, I kid you not. They live in the same village as Father Christmas. Am I going to try? Was it something like Rovaniemi? I can't remember. Rovaniemi? Something like that. It's in Finland. It's in the Arctic Circle. So it's fairly up there, although Finland's fairly up there anyway. And that's where they live. They're lovely people. They're over here, visiting their daughter, and they have gone out today to visit Dartmouth Castle. They wanted some castles. I suggested Dartmouth. It's a lovely town anyway, reachable very easily from us. And so they're out having a lovely adventure. I believe their daughter's at college again today, but I guess they'll catch up with her later. What else has been happening? Online travel agents, the scourge of the hotelier, or are they the hotelier's friend? Well, I'll let you decide. We had a couple stay recently who, if you look at our score on what did I say? I nearly said an online travel agent there. On one of the major online travel agents, probably the most major online travel agent, you will see the score of our guest house fluctuates between 8.9 and 9 out of 10, which we think isn't bad. It's based on it's probably coming up to 200 odd reviews now. I'm not sure, but anyway, we're fairly happy with that. We'd like 10, but hey, you will never please everybody all the time. You learn that very quickly when you're in this business. So we had a couple who stayed only for one night. They were down here for a function. It was a Saturday. Lucky for them that I missed that, a one-nighter on a Saturday. Don't normally let people do that, but they snuck in. And to cut a long story short, they left us a rating of 5.5, I believe it was, which is not in line with any of our ratings that we normally get. So consequently, we weren't too happy about this. I won't go into any detail about the particular guests for obvious reasons, but they weren't the easiest guests to have in your home. And because they didn't leave any comments, they just left a review score, went through the categories and rated us for each of them. As the proprietors of the establishment, we are not allowed to respond to that review. So I phoned the rather large online travel agent based in the Netherlands, and I asked for this review to either be removed or for me to be able to comment on it. Their policy, as they had no issue in telling me over the phone on customer service desk, was to only remove reviews if they were offensive or, contained bad language, etc., etc. And because there weren't any comments, we could not reply. So I said I wasn't happy with this, and they said, well, we'll pass on your query. Excuse me, that was a cricket score coming through, Kent playing today. We will pass on your points to the reviews team, and they will come back to you. I asked to be put through to the reviews team, but apparently they don't take calls from outside. So I couldn't get a name, a phone number, an email address, anything. So they sent me an email that said, yes, we're not removing it. You must understand as the hotelier that each guest will have their own individual expectations. I again replied and said I'm not happy with this. I either want this review removed or I want the opportunity to put my own comments back. And I asked for someone to ring me. They came out with some flannel a day later that because of time zone differences, I believe they've got an office up in Bristol, if not closer. So last time I looked, Bristol was on the same time zone as Torquay. But due to time zone differences, they couldn't phone me and, and by the way, we're not removing it and there's nothing you can do. And I've replied and I've sent them several communications now to say, I am not happy with this. I either want it removed or I want the opportunity to respond to a 5 or 5.5 out of 10. They are now ignoring me and have been for the past 3 days. That's enough about that. What else has been happening? Well, it's Thursday today. We are gearing up for another very, very busy weekend in the Bay and a very busy weekend at our establishment. Quite looking forward to it. We've got some returning guests, which is always nice. And we've got some new people to meet. So hopefully we'll be making new friends by the end of the weekend. I'm going to spend the afternoon paying invoices. Never fun. Doing a bit of admin on the office side, and my wife will be doing the same, and we're updating our website, which you should always keep an eye on, www.heathcliffhouse.co.uk. And going out tonight to a local eatery with some friends who live only 100 yards up the road. Some lovely people we met when we've moved down here. So we're going to a local place. We have eaten there once before. The food was fantastic. They do 4 different ales, if I remember correctly, and they were all very good too. And I shall report back on that. So in the meantime, that's enough for now. And I'm off to pay some invoices. Take care. Talk soon.